gonna happen, mate. We're gonna do it, and when we do it, it's gonna be vicious, mate. I ain't a man dregsing with the weights. I ain't a man taking the last ounces of my soul on the scales. I've done that before. I ain't doing it no more. You can say what you want. Oh, Bellew's not in shape. Bellew looks fleshy at the weight. Bellew's just iced a man who's never been done before. Bellew just feels in absolutely fantastic shape. Bellew doesn't lose 2.5 stone no more each time for the camp. Bellew goes to the gym now 15 stone and just cuts 10 pound nice and easy. I fought Nathan Cleverly in my 16th fight, 15 fight novice. I'd fought, the best person I fought was Oval Mackenzie at British title level. I am now, is that 25, is that 26 fights? I've fought some of the best, I've fought the best fighter in the world in my weight class, one of the biggest pound for pound punchers in the world. I've beat guys like Isaac Chilemba, world ranked guys. Let's see who beats Isaac Chilemba. I've beat renowned punchers, Ederson Miranda. I'm not saying who's the best Ederson Miranda, I'm just saying I've beat these guys. Who's he beat? Okay, everyone's saying, well, Tony, he did beat you. He beat a guy who basically got a fight because he opened his mouth at a press conference and he sells a shitload of tickets to the Echo Arena. That's why I got that fight. Everybody thought he was going to smash me. Everyone involved with that fight thought he was going to smash me. But when he went to within an inch of losing, and it's a decision that could have went either way, he doesn't want to come near me after it. That's why he couldn't answer the question then when I said it in front of him. Just answer me this: why wouldn't you take the rematch immediately? Do you know what he said? I think he was saying what that was train station was. That long word. I couldn't understand what he was saying. I just answered the simple question: why wouldn't you fight me the minute after the rematch happened? He wouldn't fight me because he believed he was going to knock me out, and he just believed he was going to beat me up. And that's all I've got to say about that. Well, let's do it right now. We can do it right now, you fucking rat.
We're about to move on to Bellew of the Weeks. Now, I hope you gentlemen have some options. I do have, what do I got? 7 of them. Some of them are real head shakers.
Did you get an accent in the yellow on there? No, you didn't.
Yes, Vladimir.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Well, first I got Benson for thievery and just generally being a twonk, a mank, chimp, moron.
Vlad. The Mount Everest of Bellends, basically.
No, I'm going to try to do this in Vlad's voice. I didn't actually hear this on video. I read it in the article. I am pleading with the national federations to continue signing with the pioneers of boxing, the world-renowned WBA. I'm also asking the IOC to consider the WBA as the organization that will centralize the sport while continuing to improve the protections and interests of its athletes, fans, and grant the Olympic license to the WBA to represent the sport for the upcoming games in Tokyo.
That was pretty good.
I will break you.
This sounds like a very bad idea, though.
Yeah, imagine it, interim Olympic champion in recess. So it's just
the diamond.
Oh, what?
The last thing we need is Gilberto involved in what was already a very tarnished sport. Although, could they be worse than AIBA? I don't know. It'd be hard to be worse than AIBA.
Worse than that, to be honest. I mean, they were a shit show. And now you've got WBA trying to get into it, which is only going to open the fucking doors for the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, the WBZ, the BXQ, the PRS, the FUCK. I don't know.
Wait, Dave.
Yes.
So they're trying to basically take the place of AIBA for the Olympics?
That's what Vlad is advocating for. I don't know.
Is that like, so if you win the gold medal, right? Do you then win like there's the silver gold medal, or like the interim gold medal?
Yeah, that's what Andy's been saying. I don't. I think it would be ugly. Let's move on.
Did I miss that? If he
yeah, Andy made that joke. Anthony Fowler has been nominated for shilling for CBD products. People like Joe Rogan don't tell any lies. CBD is the way forward. Give me a DM and I can sort great discounts for my followers through my friend at CBD Vape R Us.
He's been doing that for a while now. That CBD shit, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's just like a natural shill for like whoever will pay him. Like on.
If any of the CBD companies any of the CBD companies want to jump behind the asylum, we're big advocates of it. You know, hook us up on the Patreon. We'll get you a discount on CBD. Any of the boys out there want to give us a shout? We're all for it.
Yeah, we've even got some quality THC in it, by the way.
There's
We'll try anything.
CBD sex lube that apparently makes your wife's pussy high. So I hope that works.
I didn't want it to get any higher, like.
Prince Patel. This was a poor one from him, but that's per usual. One of the top 2 most searched boxes in all of BoxRec in the last 24 hours. Some things never change. Prince Patel still equals ratings, and he put himself in a picture next to Pacquiao on BoxRec.
See that last opponent that he fought by, it was absolutely disgraceful when you get to see it. Like,
it's like a little kid.
Reminded me. See if you go to YouTube, if you Google, if you just search for the I think it's Hungarian gym fights. I think it is. I forget the country at the minute. I think it's Hungarian gym fights. This is what this guy looked like he belonged in, like a gym fucking fight. Who is this guy that Patel's fighting, man? It's disgraceful. It just shows you as well. He's manipulating the rankings as well. Just to
it looked like they pulled him out of the crowd. Like he was. He was a nervous wreck. It looked like they literally said to him when he came in at the door, "Have you got a gym bag?" No. Well, here's one. Get in the ring. You're fighting Prince Patel. It was insane. That's why they were looking him up on BoxRec, by the way. That's nothing to be proud of. Oh man, what was the name of the opponent?
I call him Banjo Boy. Looks like that little inbred banjo kid from.
He was shaking like a dog taking a on the fucking. He was fucking afraid of his life. A Prince Patel.
I actually, him, by the way, Cousin Cassius shot his pants.
Who'd last longer, your man or Cousin Cassius? With the Prince.
Bent legs, probably.
No comment there. So in his
why is Coogan been banned for Saudi Arabia, by the way? Why is he not going next week? I thought so. This is what we've been told.
IFL must be going. How's your Tuesday?
You can send Umar, right?
Well, we fit in name-wise, I suppose.
He also included in that tweet #Champon instead of champion. So maybe he needs a couple champons. Mauricio Suleiman also been nominated. This was just a series of terrible tweets by him trying to.
Cunt.
Yeah. Ortega called him out, making fun of him, saying the WBC world champion versus WBC interim champion for the undisputed WBC championship. He said, "You have lots to learn, my friend. Do some research of terms before making foolish statements." Got absolutely ratioed. So if you want to contribute, find WBC Moro on Twitter and join in that ratio. Sir Samuel of Sandyfield at Chevy Blaze. This was in response to Billy Joe bemoaning the fact that he did not get the Callum Smith matchup. Chevy Blaze says, "This sells out Wembley Stadium, lads. Bang your heads together and get this done." I have my doubts about that. Then I have Keith Thurman. This was in the face-off with Pacquiao for the PBC.
He had to be stoned during that, didn't he?
Yeah, he was talking like crazy.
That was weapons grade fucking plutonium type weed he's smoking there in that fucking interview. Like,
he's basically talking like a crazy evangelical stoner preacher, and Pacquiao sitting there just kind of saying nothing at all, looking like I've seen all this before. Also looking very old, as I mentioned before. So Thurman says, I wanted to stab him a little bit, hit him where it hurts, because if he didn't feel it, his family felt it. When I said I'm going to crucify the man, ooh, they said, ooh, ah, almost as if they had a crown of thorns on them themselves. They felt it. And then he proceeds to preach about the resurrection of Christ and
tells everybody, drink this Kool-Aid.
It was bizarre.
That would be a good story baked to your nut, by the way. It really would.
At the same time, though, I couldn't help but kind of like Thurman as he was rambling. It was the
I can't say it enough. Fuck Keith Thurman. What a dumbass. That guy gets on my last fucking nerve. I hope Pacquiao destroys him and ends his fucking career.
Oofed.
Can I ask you a question? Does anybody really
No.
not think that Pacquiao beats him?
What's that?
Are we all in agreement Pacquiao beats him, or is there any dissenters?
No, I think Thurman wins. Honestly,
I think the
You're
only
fucking
thing
nuts, bro.
the only thing going against Pacquiao is father time. I mean, you can't turn back the hands of time, but that's it. A skill set, he's miles ahead of Thurman, but whether he's going to be able to execute it or not without getting
That's
caught. But
wrong.
even if he gets clipped, like, what's wrong?
You're wrong, Robert. You can't turn back the hands of time. Watch Tariq Blake Morales in his
I mean, whole three
absolute
plays. See where he ended up.
victory
See where he ended up.
over Marcos Maidana.
See where he ended up, though.
Oh, he had no business in the ring.
Swinging out of Danny Garcia. Come on, it happens to everyone. Like,
No. He's not that far gone. Pacquiao's going to whip him. Manny's going to whip his ass, and he's going to make it fun, too.
I favor Pacquiao. I favor Pacquiao slightly in the fight, without a doubt. But I do think time is coming for him. You know what I mean?
Oh, very rapidly. I don't see him having too many more and not getting put out.
Time would be coming for him if he fought fucking Errol Spence. Yeah, then time would tell. But,
I'll tell you what, by the way. I'll tell you one thing. Sorry, Donny. See, Keith Thurman, I think, had a coming to Jesus moment like Hector Camacho did against Edwin Rosario. He felt something against, was it Castillo?
Colazzo.
Was it Colazzo? Hurt my body shot.
Yep.
I have never seen Thurman bend over like that since, and he went on his bike
that was
immediately.
the first round too.
Ever since then, he's been a very much bicycle riding fighter.
Exactly. This is what I call it, the Hector Camacho moment. Eh?
Love that Hector Camacho reference. What a fighter!
That's a
Come on with it, baby. Yeah, buddy.
That Edwin Rosario. I think was it Rosario? Hurt him. Was it something late in the fight? He was never the same fighter since.
That was his greatest win, I think, Rosario, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Speaking of
Andy too, you said you always said Kovalev was hiding. You always said he had hiding a bit of glass to the body.
Yeah.
And then when Ward knocked him out with those body shots, it proved to be correct.
He also had a kind of crystal bollocks in that as well at the same time, you know.
I'm concerned that Thurman's like a little bit crystal everywhere, but I still think he wins because he's so young. He's in his prime. He's a legitimately good fighter.
He smokes weed, so if considering how he spoke, right, you've got to say his weapons grade weed he's smoking, so that's got to have a lot of crystals in it anyway, you know. So
he almost sounds like he's coming to the end of a 2-hour pod on a Sunday night.
Oh, damn right.
And he plays what's that big kazoo that he plays or whatever? What's that big instrument?
The big kazoo. I got the big kazoo.
Yeah,
it's a fucking didgeridoo. That's what it is.
Blowing his flute.
Just blowing his flute up into bed all day long.
Yeah, he plays. What's that didgeridoo like that guy who fought Vlad? What's that guy's name?
Which one? The cancer patient?
Leapai. Alexander Leapai.
Who, incidentally, just got stopped by Joseph Parker. You brought up Hector Camacho there. I forgot to mention when we were talking about Yori Boy Campus that he fought the Camacho father and son back to back.
Wow.
He drew with the dad and lost a decision to the son.
What a fighter! What a fighter Camacho was. We should. Do you know what? We should have even put it a bit aside tonight because tonight was so fucking devoid of anything, any bit of action.
Should just talk about Camacho's career.
Yeah, we should have done a bit on Camacho, maybe in the future. I'm
sure his life as well as his career is quite the story. And
they should make a movie out of his life. A couple of fighters should have a movie made by now, but Camacho's up there for sure.
Anyone else have any nominations for?
Yes, I've got one actually. Well, I found this one just by accident. Actually, I got a copy of the Spanish pay-per-view card. It was one with Kerman Lejaraja fighting Luis Solis. That was when they announced the Avanesian rematch. But there was a fighter on that card. Rob will love this one actually. The guy called Eduardo Cubas, right, or Cubus. And he was born in he's Spanish national, 21-year-old, right? He comes out to the ring walk wearing a fucking St. Mirren football top. Random as fuck, I know, but I just found that weird that how some Spanish kid come on and walk out the ring wearing a St. Mirren top was just incredible to me. Did we nominate Suleiman for saying about the on the WBC World Champion in the
Yeah.
interim.
Yeah, we
We've got
got
that one right. So we've got that one right. Okay. That's all I've got, mate.
Donnie, Gabe, Ozzy, Rob, anyone? Nominations?
No, can't think of a slow week.
All right, God. Ross, Rap and Rob, take your vote.
Who do we have again? Who are the front runners?
If Thurman is a front runner.
I like Thurman just for your impression. I'd like to hear that again. So yeah, Thurman gets it for me.
I strongly recommend watching that video, partially so you can see Manny Pacquiao.
All over it.
And also I'll post it in the chat. Ozzy,
I'll go with Thurman as well.
Gabe,
I'll go for King Keith. Smoking the weed Thurman.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for Thurman too.
Actually, I do have a late. I have a late one for Hennessy Sports, who said that the Huey Fury Samuel Peter fight was the fight of the year so far in 2019.
What?
He's winding someone up, that fella. Fuck off. What?
Whoever
He's
runs
on a
it,
wind up.
let me find it now.
He's
I'll
got to
get
be
the
on the
exact.
wind up.
Yeah,
When you're looking for, it leads me to think. You know the way they say Thurman smokes weed. Like, I'm wondering, has there ever been a fighter that dominated in their prime that also had a toke? I don't think it's possible. Like, I don't think that one is possible. I don't think in your prime.
I just don't think it's possible that you could actually fight on that stuff, man. Because
you know what I mean? Kirkland Lang and all them fighters are real good fighters, but you know what I mean? If you're sitting in a flat smoking weed, I don't know if it's going to make. Has there been everyone? I know Tyson used to smoke, but that was at the end of towards the end of his career when he was getting beat up. Like, but I don't know if any of the rest of them.
It's not boxing, but both Diaz brothers in
they notorious for it. Yeah.
Constantly lighten up, and they do quite well.
Right, I've got it.
I remember watching Snoop Dogg and Diaz smoking weed one day by these fucking reefers, man. But like fucking Cuban cigars, man. Jesus Christ.
Stop. You couldn't go to America, man. That'd be fucking stop. Dangerous.
Donnie, are you going to change things at all with your pick here?
Well, I'm changing mine quickly. So it was from Channel 5, retweeted by Hennessy Sports. We're just 2 weeks away from one of the biggest fights of the year. Make sure you tune into Fury versus Peter.
Oh God!
So I'm going for Channel 5 for even being serious and remotely saying that Fury against Peter is one of the biggest fights of the year.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I do like that one, but
do you like anal as well?
I was too enamored with Dave Lobat's impression of Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah, that was going too.
Yeah, I gotta go for that. Actually, saying that the WBA should run boxing to the Olympics is, honestly, that they're really taking the piss with that one.
We had a lot of casuals this week that I culled, as Steve would say, because no time for that. Most of them were just saying that Canelo would destroy Kovalev, and I'm going to vote for Keith one time.